guys doing on this Hump Wednesday? I'm going to invite some few people on here before I get started. I hope you guys are enjoying this hot day. So you guys know I'm on here, and it must mean I got a good word. If you guys guessed that, you are absolutely right. Just a word of encouragement, a reminder for some of you, and for some of you, info. So when you guys come on, let me know where you watching at, and say hey. I'm gonna let a few more people get on before I get started. Where you watching from? All right. All right, guys, good afternoon. How everybody doing today on this beautiful hump day? I'm not going to be before you guys long, but I wanted to get on here and just share my thoughts with you guys, and to share the word that I have that was put into my spirit yesterday and then again this morning. So I'm like, man, let me get on here and just, because apparently this needs to be said to somebody, you know. So, hey, Gerald, how you doing? So today's word is, what is your vision? That's a simple question. Like, what is your vision? And is your vision stronger than your fear? Because a wise man once told me, if your vision is not stronger than your fear, then you're not living. You're not living life. You know. And my thing is, if you can't really see yourself, like, first of all, if you don't have a vision, then you're not going nowhere. If you can't see yourself in the vision that you have for yourself, you're not living life. A vision is not a vision until you actually see yourself operating in that vision, whatever it may be. Hey, Cedric, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Dick, whatever your vision may be that you have for yourself, you got to first manifest it in your mind first, and then operate in it. But it first starts in your mind. What are you telling yourself? Like, are you just living life and just, you know, whatever happens, happens? Or are you actually strategically operating to your fullest potential so you can accomplish the things in life that you want to accomplish and the vision that you have for yourself? You know, whether your vision is to be a homeowner, or whether your vision is to be debt free, or whether your vision is to have a flourishing, profitable business. You know, whatever your vision is, you can make it happen. But it first starts with, what are you telling yourself? Hey, Nikendra, what are you telling yourself when you are by yourself? And because God puts in us ideas, all of us are sitting on $1 million idea. Don't sleep on it. When God puts inside of you an idea, what are you telling yourself? Or the people that's around you, what are they saying to you? Because every time you say something negative away from what you are designed to do, you are planting a seed of negativity. And whenever you plant a seed, that seed is going to grow, whether it's a seed of positivity or whether it's a seed of negativity. That's why so many of us are stuck in the situation that we're in, and we feeling stagnant, so to speak. It's because we do not trust ourselves. Number one, we don't trust our gift that God has given us, and we listen to too many people, to their negativity, and they talk us out of it, right? And so you can't do that. And I've been watching social media and watching the commercials on TV, and and all these things about Black Lives Matter and Black ownership, and we should support other Black owned businesses and all these things that we're saying. But until you really understand the difference between being a business owner and being an employee, you will always be an employee. How can you support another Black owned business when you don't understand the importance of a Black owned business and how much weight that carries? When you own your own, can't nobody take that from you, right? Just like for an example, during this coronavirus, there are several people out here that are still losing their jobs, still getting laid off, right? But when you own your own business, nobody controls your income but you. You can't fire yourself. You can't lay yourself off unless you decide not to work. That's ownership. And when you know another Black owned business entrepreneur, owner, you have to raise your hands up to that, because I'm going to tell you, it is not easy having a Black owned business. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, you're out here trying to prove yourself and get people to understand that just because it's somebody else's business don't mean it's better than yours. You know what I'm saying? We have to really understand the power that we have. I was just watching something on TV, and of course I'm paraphrasing right now, but the Black community, I'm going to get on us for a minute. The Black community is I think they say a $3 trillion business, right? Of how much money we put into this economy so this economy can function, right? Think about if we actually supported our own way more than we supported somebody else. And I don't understand why we have been conditioned to think if it's not Black, or if it's Black, it's not right. And I'm not saying that some Black owned businesses make it hard to support. I'm not saying that at all, but all of us are not like that. What I am saying is, be clear on the vision and understand the bigger picture of buying Black, of supporting Black owned businesses, right? We complain a whole lot about the things that we don't have, and we're not doing anything to get the things that we don't want. A lot of times, like a lot of celebrities, let's say for instance the celebrities that we see on TV, that some of us may look up to, or some of us may be inspired by, they got the same type of negativity that we did. They got turned down, and turned down. Hey Latoya, hey Olivia. But what they didn't let that stop them. They created their own lane. They didn't wait for nobody to give them nothing. They created their own lane. And so that's because they was clear about their vision of what they wanted to accomplish in this world. And they was not going to let nobody or nothing stop them. And that's how you have to be when it comes to your vision. You have to be crystal clear on what your vision is. Some of these celebrities, they didn't wait for somebody to endorse them or invest in their idea. A lot of these things were self-funded. You know what I'm saying? For example, Master P, a lot of his stuff, if you guys watch the No Limit Chronicles, a lot of his stuff that he did in the beginning was self-funded. He funded his own dream because he believed in himself. And guess who came calling him when he started getting some clout and stuff like that? These big name record companies. They weren't even checking for him in the beginning, but now that he got his own clout and his own audience and everything, now they want to come. And when they come, that's because they see something of value that you have. And you know what he said? He said, no. He said, I want ownership of my own thing. I don't want a record deal. I want a distribution deal. And what that means is that I have ownership of all my stuff. You know, I just need y'all to help me distribute it to even more people. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to be smart and you have to be clear about your vision. You said crabs in a barrel mentality has hindered us for years. Absolutely right. We have to get away from the Jim Crow mentality and that crab mentality, because there's enough money out here for everybody. Trust me when I tell you. You know, and that's why I've never been like that. Anything that I know, I'm trying to share it with my people. You know what I'm saying? All people. Hey, Gregory. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand the bigger picture here. You know what I'm saying? We have to get away from thinking that, oh, you know, if I stay on a job for like, you know, 20 years or 30 years or 40 years, I'm gonna be good. Coronavirus has definitely proven that theory to be wrong. And a lot of people are in a situation now where they got caught with their pants down because they didn't have no backup plan. Their job was their life. And so now they're having to start over from scratch. But the thing is, when you own your own business, can't nobody come to you and sit you in, send you to HR, and you have to sit in front of the HR personnel and them telling you that your services is no longer needed, and you've been on the job 10 years, or you've been on the job 20 years, or you've been on the job 5 years, and they're gonna tell you that your services is no longer needed. They control your life. They control your livelihood. How much longer are you going to allow somebody else to control your livelihood? Control your kids' future. Your future. You have the skills and talents clearly that's needed, or they wouldn't have hired you. So why not use that same energy to have your own? Having a clear vision is so important. And you haven't anybody having a Dick said, having a crab mentality and keeping your hands closed to information when you know you can help somebody else, that's not going to help you. We have to learn that having your own is where it's at, especially when it comes to Black people, because we have been suffering for so long that some of us don't even know what it's like not to suffer. You know what I'm saying? And even with that, that's oppression. How much longer are we going to be oppressed? And we only oppressed because we don't fully understand the vision. When you understand the vision and you understand who you are and you understand whose you are and you understand the power that you possess, can't nobody oppress you. It doesn't matter what they say, what they do. They is not going to oppress you, because we're standing on the backs of our ancestors, you know, who was in the fields, getting raped and murdered and hung and all these things. We stand on their backs right now. And so we have no choice but to get it right and to have our own and bring back Black Wall Street. Yeah, I said it. Bring back Black Wall Street. There's so many of us that we don't really need to support other people. We can keep it in our own community. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not getting on here to try to bash any other ethnicity or, you know, or anybody else. I'm not on here to do that or bash anybody. What I'm on here saying is that We spend so much money in the community, and the money that we spend don't even stay in the community, in the black community, 15 minutes. Our money is not even circulating. So I'm on here to hopefully get you guys to understand the bigger picture and to have your own. You said Harriet Tubman said she could have free more slaves had they known they were slaves. Exactly. You cannot be so comfortable in your own situation that you don't realize the importance of having your own. And until you realize the importance of having your own, you are a paycheck away from being homeless. I'm going to say that again. Until you understand the importance of having your own, you are a paycheck away from being homeless. And the people that have been laid off during this pandemic period, that's where they are right now. Because a lot of them did not have a plan B. Their job was their life. And so because their job was their life, when it was taken away, some people committed suicide. Hey, Ivy. Because they don't even know how they're going to be able to make it. Because their job was their life. They didn't have a clear vision of who you are. Don't get so caught up in corporate America and caught up in the politics of corporate America that you forget who you are and whose you are and the talents and skills that you have that can make you way more money than what corporate America is paying you. How much longer are you going to allow corporate America to make money off of your back? When are you going to step into the driver's seat versus being driven around? And I'm saying being driven around is because at any given moment, you can lose your job and have to start over from scratch. Do not be scared to step out on faith and let God be God and order your steps and open up your business. It's extremely important for black people, my people, to have your own. Stop allowing other people to control your income. They don't know your situation. Most of them don't care about your situation. That's why it's important for you to have a clear, concrete vision of what you want to do when it comes to your business. Understanding your gifts, understanding your talents, and make that monetary. There is something out here that everybody needs. During this pandemic time, there's a lot of people out here that are adjusting to the pandemic. There's going to be a lot of new millionaires birthed out of this pandemic. Why? Because they seen the need and they capitalized on it. What are you doing during this pandemic time? Are you spending a lot of your time searching for a job? Or are you spending your time searching for an opportunity that can change your generation? That's what I'm over here talking about. Too many times we are oppressed. Too many times we are 2 steps behind. It's time for us to get in the driver's seat. Now, how many times is we going to turn on the news and see another brother or sister being shot down, killed, injured, paralyzed? That should let you know that, one, life is not promised. The next day, the next hour is not promised. 2, you can't sleep on your gifts and your talents that God has given you. Because God talks to us, but a lot of times we're not listening. And God sends people in your path to help you, but you dismiss them because you can't see the bigger picture. Right? It's time to get in control of the Black community. Hey, Tamika. Hey, LaChastity. This whole segment today is understanding your vision and having a clear vision on what it is that you want to do in this life while you have breath in your body right now. A lot of us on this live right now is over 30. What have you done this far that's going to help generate income in your household that's going to be life-changing? Hey, Sonia. Hey, Mom. And if you have not done anything that's going to be life-changing and that's going to put your kids in a better position, are you going to continue to live your life that way for the rest of the years that you have here on this earth? Or are you going to change? Are you going to change your situation? Are you going to step out on faith and let God be God? We have a powerful tool that can change the whole atmosphere and the whole direction and the whole mindset, but we don't even use it. We sleep on it. It's called prayer. It's as simple as that. You know, God says in his word to write the plan and make it plain. Are you writing down your plan and making it plain? Or are you so consumed with the things that's going on in corporate America? Or are you so consumed with the things that are going on in the world? Or are you so consumed with your inner demons that's talking to you and giving you the self-doubt? Self-doubt is a powerful thing that you have to learn how to rebuke. Rebuke that thing in the name of Jesus. You have to. Because I'm going to tell you, that self-talk that you give yourself will have you step out of $1 million idea. Where you can change lives. You know, we have to understand that the situation that we are in is so much bigger than ourselves, and how we can really do things and change things and really place a mark on this earth. Hey, Anthony, do you believe that? Do you believe that your actions that you do that's positive and forward moving can really change some things? I definitely believe it. I'm doing it right now with my credit repair business. I'm changing lives and giving people options that they didn't even know they had. Just by increasing their credit score. You know what I'm saying? And I tell that to say that what you're doing to give back to the community and help them out, it don't have to be something big and elaborate. It can be something as small as giving somebody the resources that they need to run. That's all I'm doing with credit repair. I'm giving people the resources that they need to run, to get that business loan, to get that home they want, to get that car they want. Whatever it is that they want, they have it at their disposal. And I'm giving people the resources that they need to make extra income that's going to help fund somebody's college fund, or to help fund an IRA, or to help fund a mutual fund, or help fund a business. That's what I'm doing. What are you doing? Everybody has something that they're good at. You can make money doing that. And there can be another Black-owned business that has opened up. We no longer have to be in a situation where we have to depend on corporate America. We see what that does for us. Every time we go back, every time we get laid off from a job or get fired from a job, we so in a rush to get back on that roller coaster. Just for another two years or 5 years just for them to lay you off or you get fired. How many times are you going to be on that roller coaster? And when you're doing that, you're wasting precious time that you can't get back, versus using your skills and your talents to have your own business. You know, you could have been in business 10 years now. But no, you spent 5 years at this one job. You spent another 5 years at this job. That's 10 years that you could have invested in yourself, and your business could have been well established by then and profitable. You know, but if you're telling yourself that you can't do it, or you got people in your ear telling you that you can't do it, then you need to delete them out your life. Point blank into the period. Because I'm telling you, God gave you a gift and gave you the vision. You have to operate in it, even if you have to self-fund it. Operate in it and stick and stay. Even when it gets hard, you stick and stay. Because you understand the bigger picture here, that you're doing a good thing, and this can really impact and change the Black community. And this can change my kids' future, because now my kids see me having my own business, and so that births in them a seed in them where they know that they don't have to just depend on corporate America, that they can have a plan B where they can actually do things on their own and they can actually earn money. A lot of us don't even think that they can open up a business and actually make money. I'm here to tell you, you can. You definitely can. Just like when you go to your job and they offer you $20 an hour, or they offer you $30 an hour. Don't you know that you're worth way more than that, and you making them way more than that? But you on the ground floor doing all the work? Why can't you do that for yourself? And that's the thing, when you have a clear vision, you're not going to allow nobody to oppress you. Hey, Sheila. You're not going to allow nobody to oppress you anymore. You're not going to have to deal with the politics of corporate America. You're not going to have to deal with having to keep your mouth closed and your head down so you can try to keep your job. You know, and being embarrassed or having to suck in your pride or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm talking about, dealing with corporate America and stuff that you have to deal with every day with, you know what I'm saying, with your supervisor or your manager who, you know what I'm saying, who's talking reckless to you, but because they dangling that carrot in front of you that's called a job, you stay there and stick and deal with it. Or working all these, you know, these different hours and you ain't got no time with your kids, and so the TV is raising your kids, you know what I'm saying, or the coaches is raising your kids because you trying to provide for your family and put food on the table and stuff, and they dangling this carrot in front of you called a job. But what we don't realize is that we're still operating the Jim Crow mentality. You know, and I'm here to tell you that you don't have to operate in the, hey, Calvin, you don't have to operate in the Jim Crow mentality. You can have your own business, doing your own thing, generating your own income, and showing your kids how to do it. Showing your kids how to obtain wealth on their own. That's true ownership. Working a job 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, that's not ownership, because at any time they can take that 401k away, anytime they can take that job away, anytime they can take their benefits away, they can take anything they want to away, because guess what? You don't own it. They own it. They can, and the manager can say whatever. You can be the best employee, come in on time every day, work late hours, come in early, leave late, do all these reports and everything for them, train other people and do all these things to show your worth and to prove to them that you're worth being there, you're worth a promotion, you're worth a raise, and that one manager that they hired probably yesterday don't like you. And so they say one or two words to the manager that's over them about you, and you out of there. Because guess who controls it? They do. You don't control nothing in there. But yet you're going above and beyond to prove yourself. You're going above and beyond to train their people, and that person winds up replacing you. And here it is, you without a job. And no plan B. But you got kids and you got bills. But you ain't got no job. And so now you're at the unemployment line waiting to get $300 a week for unemployment, which is not even a fraction of what you was making. That's where we at. But when you have a clear vision, you're not going to let nobody play with your life like that. You're not going to put it with the politics of corporate America. You're not going to put it with them clocking you every time you go to lunch, every time you go on break. You know, you're not going to put it with, you know, them giving you all these loopholes that you got to go through just to get vacation time. You know, or all these loopholes you got to go through just to get to a school function for your kids, or all these loopholes you got to go through to get to a parent-teacher conference for your kids, or a doctor's appointment for yourself, you know, or for your kids. A lot of times women, especially, don't even go to much-needed appointments. It's because of the type of environment that they have with their job, and they think that they're going to get fired. And most of the time it is, get fired for taking time off to go to a doctor's appointment for their kids or for themselves. So they don't even go to the doctor because they feel like if they go to the doctor when they're supposed to go to the doctor and get their checkups and whatever else is going on, they will be looked at as from a manager as somebody that's not dependable. Oh, she's always asking for time off all the time. I mean, I can't even know when she's going to be available to work, and how effective is she? All these things that, you know, that people that say, who have no compassion for the employees, all they do is care about what you can produce. That's all they care about, what you can produce, right? So my thing is this, guys, and I'm going to end with this. Have a clear vision about who you are and what you want to do in this world. And when somebody comes into your life, you know, to help you with a business venture, or offer you a business venture, you ask God for discernment and to know and to feel at peace with the decision on doing this business venture. You know, and I give myself as an example, since I'm on this call here. You know, oftentimes, you know, I talk to people all day long about offering them the opportunity to start their own credit repair business, and how we train you on how to explain the services, and how we improve people's credit, and how we remove negative items off their credit report, and how, you know, we correct the errors that's been put on the credit report, and we boost their score up, right? And so oftentimes, you know, I'm having these conversations with people, you know, and I'm excited to be able to be in a position to offer somebody a business opportunity where they can make money, serious money, you know, 6-figure income money is what I'm talking about. I'm excited to be in a position where I can do that for my people, because we have been oppressed for so long and we don't even understand nothing that has to do with credit. And here it is, I have the resources where I can show you the importance of credit and how it works and how to clean it up. So you can be able to get that business loan, you know, or get that house, or get that car, whatever it is that your heart desires. You're able to do that no longer with somebody tell you that you can't or you don't qualify. I'm happy to be able to be in a position to do that. As a sales director with my company, I'm happy I'm able to do that. But the thing is, I own that. Can't nobody take that from me. This is mine. Right? You get yours. If you guys want to learn how to fix credit, you know, this may be for you. It may not be for some people, but this is one avenue where you can be your own boss and be your own business person and make money, and don't have to worry about working 12-hour days. Don't have to worry about having to jump through hoops to get off work to go get your kid, or have to jump through hoops to go on vacation, a much needed vacation. You know what I'm saying? You can make as much money as you want. Nobody's telling you how much money you can make. Nobody's clocking you as to when you can go on lunch or when you can go on break, and seeing what time you come in and what time you're getting off. All these little politics stuff that people do with managers who be trying to micromanage you. Ain't nobody micromanaging you. You have your own hours. You're your own boss. This is your business, and we show you how to run your business where it can be successful. I'm happy that I'm in a position where I can do that for my people. Who is ready? Everybody, I understand everybody ain't ready. I understand everybody's not business owners. But my thing is this. Until you understand the importance of being a business owner versus being an employee, you cannot complain when you get laid off. You cannot complain when your boss does something that you don't like. You cannot complain when you work 20 years at a job and they lay you off. You don't own it. Until you own it, you can't make no moves. You cannot make no boss moves at all. So understand the importance of having a clear vision and understanding the importance of supporting other black businesses as well, because it is challenging to have a black-owned business, in this day's economy, but it's well worth it. We need to bring Black Wall Street back. We can do it. We got the skills to do it. We got the talent to do it. We got the technology to do it. Let's do it. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching me, and I hope this has been a blessing to you guys and not a waste of time. Love you guys to life.